Hello YouTube, Falagar here, coming at you from the Horror Globe. Um, Here with, this time I'll be reviewing Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. This is the last one on this 4-film set of Children of the Corn. And I just want to say, it is good to be back. Good to be back home. Okay, so, now, let's see here. Okay, yeah, well, with Children of the Corn 6, as the title here suggests, Isaac's Return. It starts off with this woman named Hannah, and she's traveling from California, headed back to Gatling, Nebraska, to get in touch with her roots, because she knows that she was born in Gatling and wants to know a bit more, about where she comes from. On the way, she sees this boy, or this image of Isaac, rather, just in the middle of the street, and it causes her to swerve off the road and into the cornfields. It is then when a cop, stops her, confronts her in the field, and asks for her license, and she, gives the excuse that she saw a cat, which caused her to swerve. And then the policewoman, gets her license and looks it up, looks at the birth date, looks at the name, and realizes it's her. The prophesized one to bring back the coming of Isaac. So the officer takes her to Stacy Keach's character, who's a doctor, and she goes for a physical, and the doctor says everything is okay with her. Then I believe they proceed to go to this is in the hospital. I believe they proceed to go to the hospital, or unless I think it actually where the doctor was, Stacy Keach's character, I believe it was already there at the hospital, or at least in that the same complex or the same building. She goes and explores the place, and she sees a bunch of crazies roaming around. Goes into this one room, or she encounters this one lunatic that keeps saying, like, ranting and raving about something to the effect of, he is coming, only you can stop Isaac, only you can kill him. And basically, this psychopathic gentleman leads her to the upstairs ward, where she comes across Isaac, who is lying comatose in his bed, and she touches him, and this causes Isaac to open his eyes, and he just starts, like, his eyes are darting around, looking around, and looks at her, um, and I believe and then some other younger gentleman grabs her and pulls her out of there, tells her, you don't belong, a gentleman about her age, and so she takes off. Basically, the whole premise of the film is there's a prophecy that apparently the whole town of Gatling, they know about the history involved in the events that took place in the first Children of the Corn, and most likely everything else that took place after, but more importantly about Isaac's character and what happened to him. And some folks are eagerly awaiting her return. You see some returning characters besides Isaac, or another one, and there's some references to the first one. So there's Isaac, and then you actually have Rachel's character from the first one, played by Nancy Allen. And there's references to Amos, if you remember, in the first Children of the Corn, when Peter Horton's character, Bert, when he stumbled into the church, that scene when he said, "What the hell are you kids doing here?" And then he says, "I am celebrating my birthday." "Oh yeah, well, you got a pretty sick way of showing it, pal." That's the guy, and he sacrificed himself to He Who Walks Behind a Rose. So there's reference to him, because apparently, I guess, he was married to Rachel, which is now played by Nancy Allen's character. And there's a big secret, which I won't get into, with Nancy Allen's character, Rachel, and Hannah. And the whole thing, like I said, it's about the resurrection of his return. Some see it as see Hannah's return as the resurrection of Isaac, his coming, his return. And there are some other folks out there that actually see her as the destroyer of Isaac. And all in all, I have to be quite honest with you folks. I thought this was the the absolute worst in the series. Out of this 4 set, this is the one to get it for. It's Children of the Corn 3. The other two are just take it or leave it, and this one absolutely sucked, in my personal opinion. And even Isaac himself, played by John Franklin, was not enough to save it. He just wasn't the same kind of character to me. He lacked pizzazz. He lacked the I guess almost like the things that made him kind of interesting as a character from the first one. All his dialogue, his lines, his looks, it just wasn't the same. I mean, he just looks like some older gentleman now versus when he was younger. There was some unique qualities about his appearance, which it just doesn't seem to stick out anymore in this one. He just looks like some creepy older type of guy, and just wasn't the same. His dialogue wasn't the same. Stuff like in the old days, his powers rivals that of even, or his powers rivals that. His powers rival even that of the Blue Man. Yeah, stuff like that. Or, question me not, Malachi. Disobedience to me is disobedience to him. Lines like that. They were just delivered with such power. Back in the first one, and here he seemed to lack that. Okay. Picture quality seemed to be the weakest out of these three. Still not terribly bad, but just you could see some. It wasn't nearly as sharp. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't take the time to clean it up as well as what they did with the other three films here. And the back here, it just says here, on a trip to Gatlin, Nebraska, to find her birth mother, Hannah Martin picks up a dark stranger who kicks off a mysterious chain of events. Little does Hannah know, her journey may help fulfill a sinister prophecy. Yeah, made in 1999. Okay, stars Nancy Allen, Natalie Ramsey, Paul Popowich, Nathan Bexton, William Prapple, John Franklin as Isaac, and of course Stacy Keach as the doctor, or the physicist or whatever. Okay, so the worst of the batch. So like I said, picture quality, sound was good for the most part, and but the picture quality was just not as good as the three of them. Not bad, just not up to what the three were. Okay, so down to my final score for Children of the Corn 666 Isaac's Return. Just bad. I'm going to be quite honest with you folks. I'm going to have to give it, out of 5 stars, 2.5 being not good, not bad, I'm going to have to give this one a generous 2.25. Yeah, folks. Skip it, but pick up this set for, for these three, the other three, particularly the third one. Okay? So there we go. Fuck this film, 666, piece of shit, garbage, crap. Isaac's Return, not enough to save it. So thank you folks for watching. Subscribe to the Globe, and subscribe to everyone associated with the Globe. I'm Falagar517 saying farewell.